Transfer fee, of course, of £85 million. We'll get Guillaume Balaguer's opinion on that in a moment's time. I wonder how he's going to interact with the previous record, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is Gareth Bale. Earlier on, Real Madrid have been This was him after a pretty late night. He flew from London, arrived in Madrid, then had a few hours sleep. This is on his way to his medical. He looks pretty relaxed, doesn't he? And this is him arriving at the hospital where he had his medical. It's amazing when you break down the wages that he's going to be getting. It works out to a hell of a lot of money a year. You whittle it down, he earns £34 a minute. So just like that, just money into his account, like that, all the way through. This is him having his medical, and thumbs up, all went well, and he passed his medical, and then he emerged from the clinic, greeted by the fans that knew full well that he was there. And as you'll see, he was just told just to pause for a moment for a few photographs, and then he could just start to contemplate what it's going to be like for the rest of his time, 6 years potentially in Madrid, the attention that he's going to have, the crowds being just held back by the security there outside the clinic, and Gareth Bale just able to sign a few adoring fans. We mentioned in dispatches that Guillaume Balaguer has joined us just to analyse the big day for Gareth Bale. Just explain exactly what days like this are like in Madrid, because there's been sort of many big signings over the last, well, 10 years or so.
Yeah, it's become a big... See cameras inside the cars, obviously all broadcasted live in Real Madrid Television, which is a cable channel that everybody can get. There is the expectation that has been created in the last few hours, started with that stage that you mentioned that was put up and then down, and that's considered by Daniel Levy, I've been told, as one of the successes of the Tottenham Spurs deal with Real Madrid, because it went up in a little bit of an arrogant way. Yes, everybody knew that everything was agreed. Yes, it was bound to happen pretty soon, but just wait for the stage.
Yeah.
To at least for everything to be mentioned, because of course the stage came up again after the Athletic Bilbao game yesterday morning, and it was put up in about 3-4 hours. It could have done that any time, but it's part of the expectation created for the arrival of somebody that is as huge as they can get him. They went, look at the market, and said, okay, to continue our business model, who do we need? Well, how about, let's have a look at the richest league in the world, perhaps the most popular as well. Who's the best player there? Gareth Bale. Let's go for him. Did they ask the manager? No. Does Ancelotti need him? No. And he would admit that privately anyway, but anyway, he knows what kind of club he's coming to. And Florentino Perez's idea is about that. It's about just making sure that they get the best players constantly to continue bringing commercial deals, to continue bringing money to a club that is already the richest in the world.
Let's just put this all in perspective. We're obviously seeing live pictures there, and the scrutiny that he is now going to be under. He was already a star in his own right when he was at Tottenham, but now it's going to be even more, because, you know, it's a packed Bernabeu, as you can see. He's the most expensive player in history. How do you think he'll deal with that?
Can we deal with expensive player in history? Because that's one of the most interesting parts of the deal. The expectations there.